Acidoni Under 50, and today I'm going to do a quick review of Disney Infinity 2.0, the Marvel Superhero Start Pack Edition. So yeah, I've only got the Avengers playset, I've got no Spider-Man or Guardians of the Galaxy one. So what do I like about this game? Well, the combat's a lot better than the original game, that's for sure, and the skill tree thing that's actually making the character unique, and you can basically upgrade them how you want, and it's not that difficult, and it definitely makes the game a lot more playable than the original, where you had like 2 moves through the entire game. The other things altered is there's now in the actual playset modes there's actual punishment for dying. If you die, you have to switch to another figure. You know, like in Skylanders. Unlike Skylanders, there's actually a time limit though, so if you don't, if you last long enough for one character, the other character will revive and you better use them again. Another good point, difficulty options. Well, there's no difficulty in the actual story, and everything is the same, like health points no matter what. You can change the combat difficulty in the game. There's 4 different difficulties. So if I beat the game on hard, which is the second highest, extremely highest, and it's pretty tricky on hard, you definitely have to learn the moves and level up. If you basically play with a low level character a few levels in, you're completely destroyed, because the enemies take quite a lot of hits. I must say that. So that's a good thing. They actually fixed the toy box mode a lot. I haven't played a lot of it, but yep, it's been fixed a lot, because now it's no longer a stupid roulette wheel to unlock things in. You now just collect sparks, which is just like directly you pick up and you blow anything up for anything, to buy anything from it. The only problem is with this is, well, it takes forever. There's hundreds and hundreds of items, and some of them cost about 2,000 sparks each, but others cost like 100. I think by the end of the actual Avengers story, I had about just over 30,000 sparks, and that was blowing loads of things up, so that was only enough to fill like one single page up of the Toy Story edit mode, Toy Box edit mode screen. So yeah, there's a lot of grinding to do, and well, so what don't I like about this? They've still got the problem with that you can't play as all the characters in all the playset modes. Now, it's a bit even more backwards in this one, because the pre-order I got for the game was Nick Fury. Now, Nick Fury gives you most of the missions in the Avengers playset, but you can't play as him in the Avengers playset. It's like, why did you put him in the playset then, if you can't play as him? You could have easily picked a different character.
Lame.
The unlock-up though too, they find are pretty easy to get out find. They're not collectibles that hidden in any stupidly hard to find place or anything like that. If you do all the missions, you'll just bump into them naturally, because they're designed that way. It makes you wonder why did they have them unlocked in the first place. I actually beat all the missions on the Avengers mode, including the final boss, in about 9 hours. And so all he needs to do is collect a few random collectibles, which unfortunately there's no radar to find where they are. Yeah, still got that fixed from the original game, which is annoying. What else? It's a mess at times, some of it. Yeah, some of the enemies can kill you really fast on the high difficulties, I must give it that. Although some people say it's a good thing, but if you play it on the lowest difficulty, you could probably plough through all the missions in under about 3 or 4 hours. So I definitely recommend playing it on harder difficulty if you want to make it last a bit longer for yourself. You don't need to change the experience, what difficulty you've got on or anything like that, so there's that. But yeah, I really think they should, in this series, should get rid of the whole, oh, you need a certain character to only play in certain players thing. You should be able to play as everyone and everything. It's the reason why it's never going to be as good as Skylanders, because, in my opinion. So yeah, the Toy Box mode has got a lot of improvements. It seems like most of the effort this year was gone on that and not the actual campaign levels. Because they're not much different than the ones in the previous game, and now you only get single one for purchasing the game, and in the previous game you got free. So yeah, that was pretty crappy. But what else? Anything else you think? Yeah, there's really not enough content really. If you just want to play the Avengers mode, there's not enough content. I really like the enemy design as well. I mean, you just basically just fight frost giants through the entire campaign. That's it. Oh yeah, and a few aim bots which are easy to kill. And eventually you'll fight. Actually, what you do, you fight him, you just see MODOK in a cutscene and he flies off and you never see him again. It's like, what's the point in that? Why did they bother putting this in this game? The final boss is actually kind of a pain in the bum. He's not impossibly hard, he just feels a pattern, but he's a bit of a pain in the backside to fight. Not like there's any really good reward for beating him anyway, but could have been a better ending. It's not a bad game as such, but it could be better. That's to say it nicely. Well, anyway, thank you for watching.